Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just in a filming mood. I'm in the same top and same makeup from my last video. So I had time to do a wear and tear update video on two of my Louis Vuitton items because it's coming up to now 1 year since I've owned these items. In particular this one, because I do feel like Damier Azur is a lighter print that is more likely to get dirty, and that is the case definitely with mine. So I will be showing you guys that, and then also too with my Mini Pochette and the Damier Azur, because I do have an issue with a couple things on this piece that I will be discussing with you guys as well. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. Hit the subscribe button and the little bell, and that way you can be notified every time that I upload a video. And I would love for you guys to follow me on Instagram and Snapchat as well. I'll put my name somewhere on the screen, and I'll have everything in the information box below too. Okay, so I think I'm gonna just do my clay first. I'm gonna take everything out of it so you guys could really see all the details, all the nook and cranny details. I got these pieces together at the same time. So it was pretty much, yeah, like I mean, maybe 11 and a half months, but that's a year, you know? I use these pieces every single day, nonstop since I've gotten them. So there really has been no day that has passed without me touching them or taking them with me pretty much everywhere. I have the Louis Vuitton key holder clay in the Damier Azur print, and I mean, if I could, I'm just gonna say this real quick. If I could go back or at least know what would have happened to this canvas, which I don't think I did too much research, but I kind of really didn't care because I just loved the fact that it was a light color and it was easy to find in my bag as a card holder. I did buy it specifically to be a card holder, but I use it all the time as well as a key holder. So I kind of regret getting this print, you guys. Like, if I could go back, I would probably have gotten it in the monogram print. I wanted to get two different prints, so I really wanted this in the Damier band for the red interior, so that would have left me with the monogram print to be my other choice in this. And I don't know, I'm kind of sad that it's changed colors, but at the same time it's held up really well in terms of like it not falling apart. Like, it's not falling apart. Like, it's still great and it still is cute. Like, you probably can't tell when I'm just like this. I'm, you know, holding it, and in pictures you can't really tell. Okay, let me get to the issues. I'm gonna try to get this as close as possible so you could see, but where it's raised, and don't mind my nails, I literally painted over my disgusting gel manicure, but where it is raised on the canvas, obviously it's raised because it's textured, you could see dark spots. That's dirt or color transfer from the dark inside of my handbags. And you could see that pretty clearly. Another thing with this print is that it's yellowed. It's basically oxidized to like this yellow, I don't even know, like not off-white. It's more of like a color I'm not really fond of, to be honest with you. I would have actually preferred it to be white but dirty instead of it being oxidized yellow with dirt. It's just a funny color, but I still love it. I mean, it's my first key holder, it's my first clay, you know, it doesn't bother me too much. But yeah, if I could go back, probably would have gotten the monogram print. You could see that it's definitely gotten super dirty here, like around the edges. Obviously tarnishing on the zipper, that's bound to happen. This is not solid gold. And you can see there's kind of like a little bit of scratching and tarnishing as well on the zipper. And as far as the actual clip itself, oddly, that has the least amount of dings, but it did tarnish and turn silver towards, you know, the bottom where it says LV. And the little button here on this side has turned as well a little bit. So it is, sorry, my nails are so gross. It is quite noticeable, I guess, but that's me looking super close. I just wanted to be really helpful to everybody that has been asking me specifically for this piece because it is a lighter canvas, and a lot of people have different outcomes. Like, I've seen people that have Damier Azur bags and they look amazing, which is crazy because it's a bag, so it's, you know, touching things and all of that. But then it also makes sense for SLGs inside of bags rubbing up against other items, rubbing up against a dark leather interior, that it would kind of get kind of gross anyway. And I hold this a lot. So if this is my key holder, like when I'm using it as my key holder, I will sometimes pop cards in here, and then this is what I take with me to the gym, and I'm holding it, my hands are dirty, and I do try to wipe it down with the alcohol-free wipes as often as I can, but it hasn't really cleaned it in terms of the color, but it'll clean it. I mean, I'm hoping it's cleaning the germs off, but yeah, you can just really see that the zipper has you know, definitely worn down. The chain itself looks good. Maybe there's a few nicks and dings, and on the edges of like the chain very faintly, it's starting to, you know, turn silver. You can't really tell on camera, but that's my thoughts on the Damier Azur piece. I do think it's beautiful. I will probably never get a Damier Azur bag, even though I think they're absolutely gorgeous. I would probably only get one pre-loved that already has patinaed and has its own scuff marks and things like that, but I really truly I'm not really a fan of this color. On camera it looks so white and pretty, but in person it looks like pea, like it's a weird yellow. I don't know. Whatever, it is what it is, and that is the 1 year update on the key holder. Going on into the Mini Pochette, this is something I'm going to definitely empty to show you guys. Oh, sorry, let me go back to the clay on the inside really quickly. Definitely the inside of the canvas, because it is raised, which I could care less, has gotten dirty. I don't care that the inside has gotten dirty. You could see, mind you, I don't think that was that color on the inside, and it actually looks way more yellow. Now you could see this is the color of the outside, but I don't know why the outside on camera is turning it pretty white. It's not. Like, this is really what the outside looks like to me. The logo and the stamping is perfectly fine. You know, you could see it's perfectly fine, but yeah, I just guess just dirty for the most part. And the part where the chain is attached to the pouch itself is perfectly fine too. So that's completely intact, and that little D-ring that it's attached to is perfectly fine too. So all of that and the way it functions and all of that is perfectly fine and great, and I love it for those reasons. Going on into the Mini Pochette now. Let me just, oh gosh, I should have emptied this out before I started the video. Now I have a complete mess on my lap. All right, the Mini Pochette. I have it in the Damier Azur, and you know, just from the outside, obviously because it's a darker canvas, you don't see dirt and things like that, and it still looks great from the outside perspective. The corners, this is what trips me out. I use this piece so freaking much. The corners, there is no wear on the corners. Not that there's any wear on the clay either. Well, no, there is wear on the corners of the clay. You could see it's like darkened, because I do sometimes put this in my butt pocket of dark jeans, so the denim is bound to rub off on a light colored anything. So yeah, there's no wear on the corner of my Mini Pochette. It looks great. Going on into like the tiny little details that bug me. The red stitching is coming out on this sort of end here. You could see the little red stitch. There's definitely some tarnishing and wear on the zipper. And the biggest problem with the zipper is this. The teeth don't match at the end. And I didn't notice this until about like 4 months ago. And it is $60 to get replaced, but I really don't want to be without my Mini Pochette for 6 weeks. The teeth are coming apart in that little area, so they don't match up, they don't meet. And that's really annoying. The most tarnishing, I will say, is on the D-ring. That is not the side that the chain is always permanently attached to, or the side that doesn't have the leather. It's like silver. Can you see that? Turn silver. This side is still a little gold, but it has some silver happening too. But look at that. It's like completely silver. So, I mean, it's bound to happen. The inside is dirty, but I don't really care. I keep a lot of crap in here. I keep lipsticks, things open up. What's that? That would be probably eyeliner or something like that, mascara. But the leather's intact. The little leather piece here is like perfect. And let's see, this D-ring is, there's definitely some like dinging up because I do keep it on this side the most, the chain, so it's rubbing for sure. Yeah, you could see like the inside is like tarnishing. Sorry, my nails, really please ignore my nails. I can't even ignore them, so I get it, but they're really nasty. So you could see it's like tarnishing on the inside. Here, you could see the chipping on the gold part. which you guys, I'm not picky about. I could really care less about the tarnishing and the chipping. I'm more upset about the zipper not really matching up and the red thread coming through. Like, what is that? That's not cool. That's kind of like annoying. So those are like the small things about the Mini Pochette that kind of annoy me. Other than that, the canvas is in like pristine condition and it looks fantastic. And the zipper works great even though it's damaged at the end of it, and whatever, something I could either deal with or not deal with because they will replace it, but it's, I think, $60. If anyone knows for sure, let me know. The downside of that is you're gonna be without this for 6 weeks, which I haven't been without it in basically a year, so I don't know how I would do that. So overall, that was basically kind of like the wear and tear update on these, even just after a year. Is it annoying that there's like color transfer and this is really dirty and, you know, super tarnishing on the clay? Yes. Is it annoying that the zipper doesn't meet up and there's stitching coming out of the Mini Pochette? Yes, it's very annoying. Do I still recommend these pieces? 1,000,000,000%. Because if any of that damage or if any of this wear was happening on a leather SLG from Chanel or Gucci or an item that wasn't made out of canvas, I would have been really pissed off, because I do think that even though there's wear coming off on this canvas, there is nothing more substantial and long wearing than canvas, in my personal opinion. So even though they're called SLGs and they're technically SCGs, small canvas goods, I still think that these are the most phenomenal pieces, best investments, pieces I use every single day. If I would have bought these pieces like in a cheaper form or in all leather, I do think that the damage would have been worse or falling apart. So other than the fact that this does get wear, these are material items that are rubbing up against things, and if your lifestyle consists of being pretty carefree like me when it comes to banging around things in your bag and, you know, putting them in dark colored denim that has, you know, a lighter color, then it's bound to happen. There's going to be wear and tear on it. The one thing that I think is something that probably already came on this bag but I didn't notice it when I got it was the zipper, and that's probably the one thing about the Mini Pochette that pisses me off the most. And then the one thing about this is that if I knew that this was going to turn a really ugly piss yellow, I probably would not have gotten it in this canvas. So that's my opinions. And that is my 1 year wear and tear update on my key holder and my Mini Pochette. I still love them to death, regardless of their flaws and their beauty marks. They are still my little babies that come with me everywhere. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you thought it was helpful, or if you have any other questions, definitely do not hesitate to leave them below in the comments section or email me. I will leave all my information in the description box, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Mwah.